Hello, Rockape here, and in today's video I got two hot topics to talk about. Very close to me, very important. I probably guessed what they are by reading the title of this video. But basically the first topic, my main topic, this time last year, specifically this Friday, or this Sunday if you're going by date, I was in a hit and run on my way home from a restaurant. I was pedestrian. I wasn't sure if I was crossing the road or if I was on the pavement because I got 5 hours of blacked out. But I do know it was by an old man because he did hand himself in afterwards. Luckily there was someone there on the scene who heard the bang and came running over and basically saved my life. So if you're that guy and you're watching this, thank you. It's been tough. It's been a tough old year. Probably one of the hardest. Because basically I've had a whole year of my life gone. It's not just... The initial recovery was about 6 months before I could start back doing phase return and work. It happened in January and I was back in work in August, which by the way was probably too soon for me because I did struggle big time. But at the same time, because I'd been at home all forever, it felt forever, I had hardly anyone to talk to. Going back to work was kind of a blessing as well. I got one cat currently on me. Oh, we cut your balls off today, didn't we, kitty? Take a look. Wow, we cut his balls off today. And he just seems normal. There's nothing wrong with him. So, as I was saying, it's been tough, but overall it was good to go back to work because I was able to walk on my leg more, which helps the bones recover, and getting more interaction with people because a lot of my friends didn't actually bother to come visit. I mean, but a lot of them did, so it was nice. It was nice when they did. My injuries from it was a nasty bump on my head, which if I shave my hair you can see very clearly. I had a scrape on my shoulder, which I picked off because I like picking scabs, and I also broke my tibia and fibula in my right leg, quite close to my ankle. My tibia had surgery on it the next day where they put a rod from my knee to my ankle, which you can see in previous update videos for this if you're interested. But they didn't touch my fibula because it's not a weight-bearing bone. Looking at the most recent x-rays, I haven't actually been able to see them, but I'm told, I wasn't able to see them because the doctors were a bit dicks. I was actually told that my tibia was healing okay, but my fibula isn't doing so well, but I'll find out more in February. If you look at the previous x-ray, my fibula looks like this, but I'm guessing it would have fused like that. Oh, get off the keyboard, kitty. Oh. So, that's still giving me jip from where it's quite swollen. If you hear crackling, by the way, that's my other cat. Goodbye. That's my other cat running around. I'm guessing she just had a dump. But with my tibia healing okay, since about July I've been using my crutches less and trying to weight bear more. For the first couple of months, I was, for say the first 2-3 months, I was totally off my feet, unable to do anything. I wasn't even able to wash myself. My girlfriend had to move in and she was basically making me wash basins in the morning and making my breakfast. I think that was while I was in the cast. When I came out of the cast, and while I was in the cast, actually I learned to hop. I hopped everywhere. And by everywhere I mean around the flat, because I wasn't really able to go out because there's a big step outside and it wasn't very safe for me. So I didn't feel comfortable going outside. So I spent like the first 3-4 months just inside, in this room, in my bedroom, and the bathroom. Once I got the cast off, I was in the bath every day. And there was times when I felt huge amounts of despair. And like life wasn't really worth it. You just get so lonely. And you lose all your hobbies because before I was going to the gym every day, I was cycling, I was running, I was doing martial arts, when I could. And then that left me with just gaming and YouTube as my only hobbies, which I've been doing since then and focusing on to keep myself motivated with life and feeling much happier about everything. Just to keep your mind occupied. So if anyone else is in this situation, that's what you need to do. You need to find something that you can do sitting down that can keep yourself occupied. Because I've read all my books. I've bought new series of books I read. I watched all the TV programs I wanted to watch. And I don't know, I just find it's hard to talk about sometimes. But since starting back at work, I started back in August, which was probably too early, but it was for the good because I was able to talk to people and I was walking more. So, because by then I was using one crutch to get around and I was working half my hours for about 10 weeks. I was working half my hours from August. And then in November, I was taking Wednesdays off. And in December, I started back full time. I'm still on light duties. I've been on light duties since August, which is basically just office work, using the photocopier, just easy stuff that doesn't require much physical movement. Because it's hard enough just getting into work. I usually catch a train, so I have to get to the train station and catch a train. Plus, since March I've been having NHS physio, and only recently, it was December I think, when they set me up with private physio, which is what the insurance company of the guy who hit me is paying for. So since I've been doing that, I have gained a lot more confidence. Since December, I've actually been trying to use my crutch less and less. And I find I don't need it too much in work as long as I get to sit down. I can last about half an hour before the pain starts to kick in, unless I've had physio or I've done my exercises or whatever, because then it can get quite painful afterwards for a few days. And then by the end of the week so it's I have physio on a Saturday, then it's painful up until about Wednesday, and then because it's the end of the week and I'm already fatigued, it gets painful just from being so active then. So there's no winning. But people always ask me if I should take painkillers or whatnot. But I actually find it's better not to take them, because then you know that the pain's there instead of just ignoring it. 'Cause that's what painkillers are for. They just stop the pain receptors from reaching your brain to tell you that there's a problem. So I've been doing that. I've been sticking to my exercises, and because I was off my feet for so long, I'm slowly losing the weight I put on as well. It's very easy while you're off just to eat everything in the house, and that's what I was doing. I was just eating everything I had. So if you were in this situation, I would tell you not to bother doing that. I would tell you should stick to like a healthy diet while you're off, because you will regret it so much when you're feeling more normal. And it's easy to say now in hindsight, but at the time I wish I had the willpower just to say, you know, I won't eat 2 packets of donuts today, or I won't have 4 takeaways this week, because that isn't how I'd normally live my life. I'm usually not that bad, but I've put on about 3 stone. You can tell in my videos from about August how much weight I've put on. If you were to watch one of those and then watch the ones from September 2015, you'll see exactly what I mean. So let me show you the scarring for anyone who's interested. This is what it looks like after a year. I can't see them in this light, but I had 2 crosses up here. Oh, there they are. You can barely see them. Where they put the screws in, you can still see the big scar on my knee. Where they put the rod in there and then they just yank it down basically. Well, this is a compression bandage because the swelling can be terrible. I would advise anyone who has had this kind of injury to get compression bandages or compression socks right away. Basically, you can buy flight socks from just bargain shops, like Home Bargains or whatever, and they will do wonders for your swelling. You can see the swelling isn't so bad as it was before. There's still a bit where my sock was on, and you can still see it around my ankle. You can see the bolt they put in at the front, little cross. And then around the side, there's another one there. But this one's, in fact there's two there. I didn't even see that top one. It's quite faded now though. So that's good. But yeah, when you're out of your cast, you want to be wearing compression bandages or socks. You can probably ask for bandages at your local pharmacy, or socks you can just pick up cheap anywhere, any kind of bargain shop. You probably even ask the hospital before you leave, if you've had this accident and you're still in hospital watching this right now. Ask the nurse for some compression bandages and they'll cut you up some. They just look like socks, like tube socks, with no feet though, and they'll come in handy afterwards. I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but they helped the pain, there wasn't so much pain once I started wearing them. So for the first few months I felt terrible and not myself at all, and life was just getting me down because I wasn't able to do any of my hobbies. But now, a year on, now that I've been back at work, trying to continue life as normal as I can, I'm just dealing with it. I'm just picking up more on YouTube and enjoying making videos. I've been able to go out with my friends and spend more time with the ones who actually gave a shit about me. I feel better in myself because I'm able to do a little bit more now in work, where we do a lot of good for Wales as a country, the stuff that we do. I don't feel so much of a burden at home anymore. My girlfriend will probably disagree because she thinks she does everything in the house. And I know you're watching this, Sarah. But I don't feel so much of a burden now. I feel like I'm able to do a lot more than before. Even though it does hurt. By the time it gets to the evening, I've done a day in work, it does hurt a lot just to walk around. I'm still in recovery, so what can I say? The doctors have said it'll take maybe up to 2 years before I get to normal-ish, but I have still got the restricted movement in my ankle that I had before. I can't lift it that last 10 degrees, so going up and down stairs is a nightmare, and anywhere that's not level, so hills and stuff, can be quite tough. So I think I've rambled on enough about that. What I want to talk to you about now is, this is also the 100th video that I've uploaded publicly for you guys and for myself. I'm so happy that I managed to make 100 videos, even though my subscriber count isn't very high. I think it's at 167 as I make this, which is really cool for me. I mean, I love that, and I love that I've had a lot of views on a couple of my videos, and I've been able to help people because I like to make guides, and it's been so cool to see people give me feedback. I also recently joined a Twitter team as well, so they seem pretty cool too. But it means so much to me to get 100 videos. A lot of people give up way before that. In fact, most people, unless they've got people watching, they tend to give up a long time before that. I've seen friends on Facebook, they make a few videos, realise, actually I'm not getting that many views, what's the point in making them? And then they just stop. That's not what this is about. You're supposed to do it just for you, and anything more is a bonus. Unless it's your job, it's your full-time job where you're getting paid and stuff. But that's like being in a rock band and making it big. The odds aren't there. You just do it for the love of doing it. And even if I ended up getting 1,000+ subscribers, I probably wouldn't bother putting adverts and stuff on because I can't stand adverts, they just annoy me. So I wouldn't want to put that on my channel. I mean, if people wanted to give me free stuff, like a new computer or something, that would be cool. And I'd advertise your computer then. But you know how you see adverts and you have to wait for them to skip? That's not my thing. So, I don't know if there's much more to talk about now. So I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank all the video games I've been following over the last year, because they've really helped keep me and my mind active. I've been mainly following the Total War, Warhammer, because that game's amazing. I've been following Overwatch, because that game is amazing. I've been following like the small indie developers, because some stuff that people make that isn't the AAA stuff, just like games people made in their basement. That kind of stuff is just so cool, what people can think up. I also want to thank the other YouTubers who've commented on my stuff, and how we're in like a kind of like a small community. Just like, I call it a community, but these YouTubers, they don't know each other. It's just me checking out their stuff, them checking out my stuff. And that's pretty cool. It's nice to see us all like band together. I also want to thank all my family and friends who've bothered to come and see me since I've been off. And anyone who's still in contact with me now. That's very special to me. That's probably the most special. Because you lose a lot of people when you're not fit enough to go to their parties and stuff. And that gets you down. That's another thing that gets you down. But you really learn who your true friends are. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. You'll always make more friends. Even if they're superficial, they're just people to talk to. And yeah, so still going on with physio. I don't know when my next update for this will be. Maybe in February if I can get a x-ray of how it all looks down there. But I'm positive. It's all going up. Give it another year and maybe I'll even be running. Okay, well that's everything for now. I won't bother telling you to subscribe. That's not what this video is about. This is about me just being me. And if no one watches it, I'm fine with that too. But if you're in the same situation, or you've been in the same situation, give me a message. Throw a comment out there and let me know. Because I had one guy comment so far about one of my other videos, and that was pretty cool. It's not nice to know that there's other people who've broken their leg or whatever, or any other bones, but it is good to know that there's people, you're in the same boat as a lot of other people, and you just got to be positive and sort out what you can do. My main advice, I mean, I've given advice a couple of times I think in this video, I might just be rambling, but my 3 main bits of advice is: find something that will keep you occupied, that makes you happy. So I suggest making YouTube videos. Give it a go. Even if you don't get any views, just do it for you. It's good fun. You need to do your stretches and stuff that the physio gives you, because your body will be a lot weaker. Like, I've got back problems now from overusing my back muscles to compensate using crutches. My 3rd point, compression socks. They are so handy for the situation. So yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.